great. And last year you guys, you did a little mini tour of Japan. Was that last year?
Yes, we did. Whirlwind tour. 3 shows in 5 days. It was crazy. You know, it's one of those deals where you just get an opportunity to go over there. It's like going to a foreign planet.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing makes sense, but people were great though. I mean, they were into the music. We had signing autographs at the end, and people into it, knowing the songs. It was pretty shocking for us, being a little cult band like we were back in the day.
And that was, again, was that set up by your former record label?
No, he's long gone. 99 Records doesn't exist anymore. We don't know what happened to Ed Bauman, who ran 99. No, that was, you know, we have a lot of connections all over the world. You know, people play our music all over the place. So somebody that we knew, we're good friends with James Murphy of LCD Sound System.
Yeah, yeah.
So he helped set up a gentleman to set up these gigs.
That's fantastic.
They were very nice people over there. Can't say enough about the Japanese over there. Really considerate.
Which cities did you play in?
Tokyo, Fukawa, I think it's Fukawa, and we played Osaka.
Wow.
So it was a whirlwind, 3 cities in 5 days.
Was it another 1 hour set, 1 hour only?
That's it. 1 hour. That's it.
Still, 25 years later,
we can play.
1 hour.
Don't ask me to play anymore, I'll die. It's crazy stuff. It's really a fast-paced. It's a fast-paced show. In fact, we're playing this Saturday.
Oh yeah.
In Philly.
Yeah. Where is that?
Club Voyeur. We're playing at another one-off show, and then we go to Spain next Thursday.
That's fantastic.
Barcelona for 1 show.
Fly
there and fly back. That's what we do.
Look at your passport, getting a lot of miles these days.
A lot of miles.
Who knew?
Who knew, right?
That's great. So, recently you started getting into more solo projects.
Right.
I know you've been getting a lot of work helping out with other musicians have been hiring you to work on some of their records. We also worked on a record together a few years ago called Shadow.
Been a lot of fun.
And Old Dog New Tricks.
Of course.
Right. Okay. How did you actually segue into like this, you know, a percussionist who got hired for this gig in this great band now, 20 years later, to being more of like a singer-songwriter? Like, take for instance Shadow. What was the inspiration for writing that record?
I just was really down for a long time. I had some bad back problems back in 2004, and I really wasn't into playing any percussion at the time. I just picked up the acoustic guitar, and these songs just started coming out. I had the lights low, and these songs just developed into this kind of mold of a record, like a project. But at that time, it was kind of like a little bit of a dark period. I felt really down and out, and I think that's where these songs kind of came from.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I never played acoustic guitar before this. I just started playing and started picking it up, and things happened. And that's where you came into play with all, you know, with the recordings here, and we added all the instruments, and it's a fun project.
Yeah,
we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've known Dennis for many years here at Firedog. Worked with him for a while. Starting out, we're just doing some ADAT dumps, and then it segued into working on this project together.
That's right.
And I remember you talking about it, like, oh, I just have a few songs to work on, maybe 3 or 4 songs. Just want to do a little demo.
That's right.
And then I think
developed into a whole record.
Months later, and about 10 songs later or more, we ended up with a full-fledged album. With,
I know. We had like 10 people involved, and people coming down, and, all these crazy characters coming down, playing bowed banjolins and violins and you name it, right?
It was great. It was fantastic. We had a lot of killer performers on that record, and that was actually
it was really good. I listened to it actually today for the first time in a long time, and there's some songs on there that are really great.
Yeah, it's funny when you step away from a record for a little while and then go back and listen to it again. It just immediately took me back to that time of just being in the studio and working on those. We
really hit it on like about 4 or 5 songs. I think we really hit it perfect. I mean, some on there now I think about. I put them on there, but I'm thinking, why did I do it? Because there was a base of maybe 10 great songs on there. I could have taken away all the extra stuff. But that's what you do back then. You get greedy. You want to put everything on there. You know, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, one of those great songs was Mona Lisa. You want to tell us a little bit about the...
Well, I've been... Stefan Eicher, I know. He's a big French rock star over in France. He sells millions of records over there. And we met him on one of the tours, one of the Liquid tours. And I did something for him here at Firedog, for one of his projects. We've been keeping in touch And I said, out of the blue, would you mind singing on one of these songs? So he said, okay. So he sent me first something I didn't think was anything yet. And I said, Stefan, sing on it. So he sang on it, put keyboards, we brought it back in here, and we made magic out of it, you know, just clicked.
Yeah, I remember, I think he sent it back with just some instrumentation, and then you called him up and said, no, you want to sing on it? Go ahead, sing on it.
And in fact, he put it on his 4-box set retrospective record.
Yeah.
And it's actually on one of his, you know, retrospective, I should have brought it down, but it's a 4-box CD of all his music, and then the last one is his duets.
Right.
And he added that to this, so it really was great. I mean, the way it just worked out.
Yeah, that came out this year, actually.
Right.
I remember getting an email from you.
I wish I had an extra copy, but I'll see if I can get you an extra copy.
That's all right, I got to support. I have to purchase it, you know.
Right.
Dennis Young's on that record.
They only gave me 1 copy, so what can I tell you? But this guy, he's not well known here, but he's very big over in Europe. He supposedly sold millions of records.
Yeah, when I looked it up, I believe it was a French website.
Right.
When I found it, when you told me, I went and looked for it, and I was like, oh wow, I found it, and I couldn't understand everything except for Mona Lisa.
Right. He's a great guy. I mean, he seems down to earth. Right now, he's in Turkey, Istanbul, looking to do some new music over there and figure out what he's going to do next. So you never know. There might be another future project.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know.
She's smiling at me. The Mona Lisa.